Tenants relying on rent stabilization may get some additional help, but they won't know for sure for about 3 months. The city just announcing a deadline extension for a survey needed to make a decision. News 12's Julio Avila is in Hunts Point with an update on that tonight. Julio.
Yeah, that's right. The program that over 1 million tenants in this city rely on, it's going to be getting a closer look. However, all of that information that's needed to make that determination, it's going to be coming from a survey. Now, earlier today, Mayor Eric Adams signing into law Intro 70, which will extend the housing and vacancy survey deadline from April 1st to July 1st. Now, the survey gives researchers from the U.S. Census Bureau an idea on the correlation between available apartments and the population. Now, here's what the law says, and this is a state law. If the survey finds there's a less than 5% vacancy rate in housing, a housing emergency is declared and rent stabilization can stay. Now, some tell us this emergency has been going on since rent stabilization was enacted decades ago, and that it's time for a new system. That includes the Rent Stabilization Association, who tells us that they just see this as a placeholder.
It's just kicking the can down the road. They're not solving the problem. You can't have an emergency for 75 years and think that you're solving the housing issues in New York City. If we could have a meaningful discussion about what works and what doesn't work, I think you'd see a much different system here in New York.
Now, this survey should have been done back in 2020, but it was pushed back because of the census that year, and then it was pushed once again because of the pandemic. Now, if a need is found, then rent stabilization will be extended for another 3 years. We're in Hunts Point. I'm Julio Avila, News 12.